not going to qualify you for the recall, but you sort of made a case for it, and then they reconsidered.
Yes, because it exhibited the exact same problems. I drove it off the lot December 2014, and they said the 2015 models didn't exhibit the recall, therefore they're not doing it. And then finally Hyundai Canada was like, if you can show me proof, they, I guess, were under the impression that I wouldn't. But when I produced 40, and it was all through their dealership, they had nothing but, I had a very solid case that they ended up doing it. So that's why it was maintained. I got my car back in April of 2021, and then it's gone in for a couple of oil changes and maintenance as well. Like when I swapped the wheels, I did it through the dealer as well.
Okay. And sorry, I know you said that the recall, the massive recall, was January of 2021, but when was the actual engine replaced? Which month was that?
I'm assuming I got my car back, so probably March of 2021.
March, okay.
But it was idle, and it was actually the vehicle, I had to ship it to Smith Falls, so I received it in my hand April of 2021.
Oh, okay.
I think it was Easter weekend or something.
I see. Okay. Okay. So apart from that, issue and that situation, were there any other significant repairs within the past year, apart from just doing your normal service?
No, because last time I did the major brakes and stuff was 2017. I do the tire swaps, so no other major stuff.
Right, and just with respect to just service records, I just imagine you have a file with all your service records that you've done from the very beginning?
Yes. Okay. I don't physically have them, I just bug them and they reproduce everything for me.
Oh, okay. Okay, so if we needed it just for our records, it can be made available?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so prior to this accident, did the body of your vehicle have any significant pre-existing visible damage, like dents or scratches, other than just what we consider normal wear and tear?
So on your records, you were aware June, I believe 20-something, I had it was a comprehensive damage where I was driving on the 401 East and a tire exploded and it hit the car in front and then hit me. So I had just redone my full bumper and everything. So right now it's in pristine condition. So that...
Okay. So that's
sorry, because I dealt with you guys, so I was assuming it was on record. Sorry. I apologize. So on the day of August 3rd, my car was completely, there were no, other than, your general wear and tear scratches, the actual outlook of it cosmetically was fine. Like there was no major, my bumper, everything was like intact.
Okay, so nothing pre-existing other than wear and tear. Okay, great. Okay.
No, because I just got it done.
Right. Okay. And by any chance, was there a dash camera inside your vehicle?
No, I wish.
Okay. Okay, so before we get into what happened in the accident, I'm just going to go over some details of the location and just the general circumstances that day. But to start off, do you remember the approximate time of day?
Yes, it was. I can give you the approximate. It was about between 4:20 and 4:30
p.m.
Yes, because I finished work at 4:15, and then I gabbed with my coworker and I left. Okay, so it would have been about between 4:20 and 4:30 p.m.
Okay.
August 3rd.
I see. So were you just heading home at the time? Just a regular routine trip home?
So, because my mailbox got broken into, I reroute all my packages to Shoppers. That was in the advice of the police officer. So I was actually going to get my mail. Otherwise, I would have turned right and gone home. But because of my mailbox being broken into, I was notified I had a package. So I was turning left to go to Shop Jugmart.
Okay, so getting your mail. Okay, and with that being said, was this just like sort of a routine trip, just making your way there, or were you in any type of rush at the time?
No, it's a routine trip. It was busy office traffic, but me in general, it was a routine periodically, like every couple of days or when I get the Amazon notification, I just go and pick up my mail.
Okay, understood. Okay, and that day, do you remember weather conditions? Was it a wet day or a dry day?
No, it was a very nice dry day.
Okay, so very clear visibility and everything?
Yes.
Okay, so clear. Were there any passengers with you?
No, just myself.
Okay, and were you wearing a seatbelt?
Yes, always.
Okay. At that time, while driving, were you been operating a cell phone or any type of a handheld device?
No, actually, I wasn't doing anything. That's the sad part.
Oh, okay. And would you been consuming any food or beverage in the vehicle at that time?
No.
Okay, and can you tell me the location of where this accident happened at?
So I was on William Street. It's a small street, and Beckwith is the main street. So so it was William and Beckwith.
William and Beckwith.
Street. North, I think.
Okay.
But it's Beckwith Street. I don't know if there's a north at the end.
Oh, okay. All right. So, would just since you were making reference to North and Beckwith, is that a north-south street?
I believe so.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm a GPS girl, and I do remember landmarks. I don't know, what the ending is. I just know that it was Beckwith.
Oh, okay. That's okay. All right. And on William Street, how many lanes are there in each direction?
So it's a one-way. So I was on one, and then the opposite is the oncoming.
Okay, so one lane each way?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And what's the speed limit on William, if you know it?
I don't know, because I was driving like it's like one of those very small streets, and so I was driving not even 20. Like, it was really, because there's a lot of activity, like small activities happening. Like, there's a tiny shop. It's also the side entrance for Burger King, or not Burger King, but some other place. So I was driving really slow. I don't know what the speed limit is. It is more like a residential as well. Like, there's houses.
Okay, so there's a lot of pedestrian activity in the area, in other words?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
On William, yes.
Oh, okay. So on Beckwith, how many lanes each way there?
I think, oh my God. I think it's one.
Okay, I think one way. Okay. And since you're making reference to it being like a residential area, are both streets partially residential, or?
No, Beckwith is the main street. It's like the downtown of Smith Falls.
Oh, okay, so William would be the residential street then?
Yeah, it's one of those small, tiny, useless streets, Like, it doesn't serve a purpose other than if you live in those houses, you could kind of...
Okay, so it's like a residential street then?
Yes.
Okay.
And when you come closer to Maine is where there's, like, stores stemming from that area, if that makes sense.
Okay, alright, I think I understand. And is that intersection controlled with traffic lights or stop signs?
So, William Street, if you were to cross from one end of William to the other, yes, there's a designated pedestrian walk, and there's also a bike lane.
Okay, well, what I was asking about was the stop signs. Are there stop signs there?
Oh, yes, sorry, my apology.
Okay.
Yes, there's a stop sign on William.
Okay, so there's a stop sign. So would Beckwith then have the right of way at that intersection?
Yes, because that's the main street. Yes.
Right. So they don't have a stop sign. They can just go and does William meet Beckwith on both sides of the street, or is it like a T intersection?
Yes, it does.
Both sides.
So if I were to drive straight, I would have been on William. If I passed Beckwith, I could have continued on William.
I see. Okay. So it's like a four-way intersection. Okay. All right.
So William Street has the stop signs. Beckwith has two traffic lights on like a further on the main roads, but not. This is kind of a middle small road.
Okay, so
Does it make sense?
Right. So the traffic lights are not at that intersection, but at other intersections that are.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So, but basically, at that particular intersection where Beckwith and William meet, that William would have the right of way in that situation.
Yeah, the William Street would have to adhere to Beckwith. Beckwith would have the right of way.
Okay. So, yeah, sorry, the other way around. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and you were talking about a lot of pedestrian activity, things going on, I imagine, on the sidewalk. What about the volume of traffic for vehicles? Was it busy at that time?
It was busy office traffic.
Oh, okay, it's like rush hour?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it is close to, so it was, if I was leaving between 4:20 and 4:30, traffic was already pretty high at that time. Between 4:30, like that time till 5, it's just really bumper to bumper traffic kind of.
Okay. So it's like heavy volume.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything in the area there that would create an obstruction for your ability to see just, the sidewalks or just the area in general, like anything that would block your view, or is it more or less an open area?